guys, welcome on now. I'm Adam Kovic.
And I'm Bruce Greene.
And how much money did PewDiePie make last year?
That YouTube cuss! You hate him because you ain't him.
Oh, I love that. So, yeah, a lot of sour grapes are rolling around the internet these days. As usual, the reason is that someone out there on this dusty planet is making more money than you.
This time, it's everyone's favorite Swede, PewDiePie.
So anyone with a pair of eyes could have assumed that Felix, PewDiePie Kjellberg, would be rolling in cash, but thanks to Swedish website
Expressen. I don't know.
We know exactly how much he is making.
Right, according to the report and Google Translate, I think it's Kjellberg's company, PewDiePie Productions, earned 63.7 million kroner in 2014 as revealed by an annual filing to the company's registration office.
Right, that translates to $7.5 million US.
Whoa! Nice job, PewDiePie.
Which is a lot more money than you'd be making at a hot dog stand.
Damn you, PewDiePie! I'm elbow deep in hot dog water all fucking day, and you're rich because you make silly noises at Five Nights at Freddy's. Bullshit.
Satire. We always do satire here. That's the anyway.
What's satire?
Yes, there are a lot of flavors on the internet. So many to choose from. Many of them are salty. Lawrence, tell some more.
Yeah, basically, PewDiePie responded to this with his own video. It's kind of a fireside chat where he sits down with the internet, all of his viewers, and says, "Listen, guys, there's some realities we got to talk about." I basically dropped truth napalm all over the internet, saying, "Quote: I just want to make entertaining videos. Don't get me wrong, though. I don't hate money. I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't matter to me because it matters to everyone."
That's true, yeah.
And he then goes on to describe his humble beginnings, basically making him more relatable. This whole thing was very well made. When it comes to the potential of being disconnected from your audience, what do? You humanize yourself, and that's basically what he did.
Right.
Very smart. And oddly, he used to work at a hot dog stand too.
Oh.
Yeah, when he first started on YouTube, that's how he made ends meet. So yeah, people work shitty jobs to get to the job they want.
And yeah, a lot of us here can definitely empathize with that. I mean, at
Absolutely.
one time I was working at a Kmart and I was doing Photoshop for fun.
Yep.
Now I get to do it for a job. So I totally see where he's coming from.
My first job was at the YMCA.
My first job was being a millionaire.
We're nowhere near as rich or popular as Pewds, but we do okay, and we've all worked crappy jobs. So we kind of know what that feels like,
Yeah.
and we're happy to see where he
Yeah.
is.
So clearly Kjellberg shares the sentiment, saying, "I was the happiest I was at the time because I was finally, for the first time in many, many years, doing what I wanted to do."
Right, Kjellberg goes on to lay out some practicalities of being the world's biggest YouTuber, the primary being that it obviously translates into money.
Yeah, he says, I quote, "I have 9 billion views and that translates into something."
Fucking crazy.
He goes on to say, "There are ads on my videos and I make money off of those."
Naturally, haters gonna hate, right, Lawrence?
That's right. He admits that, quote, they thought it was unfair. They thought I just sit on my ass all day and I just yell at the screen over here, which is true. But there's so much more to it than that.
Yeah, there really is.
You know, we can definitely empathize with that. It seems like we just make dick jokes. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into it.
Are we defending our jobs right now? Is that what's happening?
No, Spool.
We're empathizing!
We're empathizing.
Commiserating. He even responds directly to somebody who called him out in his own comments, saying, quote, "It really doesn't matter what you think. Life's not fair. It's just how it is.
Ooh, boy.
If you think somebody else is funnier, go refresh their videos over and over."
Bam!
I like
true.
I like PewDiePie.
Don't like it, don't watch.
I like
Also, overall, let's put this all in perspective. This is not a lot of money, actually, for one of the world's biggest entertainers. So imagine if PewDiePie were making actor money. Oh God, you'd be so much more upset.
Let's just toss out a few examples here. Hulu just struck a deal with Comedy Central to air South Park for $192 million to be paid over 5 years.
That's ridiculous. In this specific deal, the show's creators will split half of the cash. That means that Matt Stone and Trey Parker just made $48 million each just to broadcast their show on a new platform.
But they're brilliant writers. That's where you should cut to the scene where Randy is vomiting and shitting at the scene.
Hulu also just dropped $160 million to air Seinfeld, which is to be split between Sony TV, Castle Rock Entertainment, and Seinfeld profit participants, which usually include the show's staff.
Yeah, that's a lot more people, but it was also a phenomenon in the 90s. So that's a huge windfall for signing the rights to a show that concluded 17 years ago.
PewDiePie is one of the first internet entertainers to start to break into these levels of income. Traditional actors and performers have been earning magnitudes more for decades, which admittedly causes the same love-hate jealousy.
Right, so what's the real core of all of this, Lawrence?
Well, as near as we can figure, it's because PewDiePie, and to a lesser extent other popular YouTubers, their work seems so much more accessible.
It does.
Yeah, if you're an actor, you have to be pretty, you have to be in good shape, you have to be personable.
I'm that.
Yeah, Bruce is that, definitely. But I mean, a lot of us are just nerds, and we just make, by all rights, we're just yelling at webcams. That's
true.
And everybody can do that, right?
How dare you condense it down to something that simple?
It's natural to think that anyone could do that. Therefore, you could do that.
Right.
And I could do that.
That's the dream.
But why does he get paid so much to do something I could do?
I mean, actually, he's not. He's just doing something that's working, really. It works for him.
All right.
There's a million different factors that are playing in here that you don't see,
Yeah.
but it's so much simpler to just say, that guy's screaming into a webcam, I scream into a webcam, but he's a millionaire and I'm not.
I think this is the most important part of the show right here. And again, we're not PewDiePie level famous, but we can attest that busting your ass and being smart is the big reason some people make it and others don't. I think it's more busting your ass.
I think it has a lot to do with luck and facial hair.
Can anybody attest to that? Lawrence doesn't have any facial.
There's more to the script, Adam.
Oh, I should keep reading. So PewDiePie concludes with a lovely quote. It seems like the whole world cares more about how much money I make than I do myself. We did raise $1 million for charity, and very few articles picked up on that. But here it is, everywhere, how much money I make. I don't think there's any good reason why anyone should care, and now on top of that, I guess there's no good reason why I should care either. So we're just going to end it there. That was really nice. That was well said.
That was very well said. We couldn't agree more. We have to applaud PewDiePie's transparency here. Even if it's a big act, it's a very good one. I don't think it's an act.
I don't think it's an act. I think it's just him. These sorts of things bubble up to a point where it's just like, everyone just settled down.
Yeah, no, it's
and
all
it's
good.
actually, he did it in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And to his credit, he puts his money where his mouth is. He has participated in multiple charities and at least has the grace to not show off a Beverly Hills Coke mansion. Look, we're going to get that Coke mansion one day, Joel. Just
That's
chill.
true.
We're going to get there!
Fuck!
Lawrence, what should we do if we're envious of his success?
Let it motivate you. But you can't let that be your goal, right? If you want money and you want fame, you're gonna get squeezed out. Those people are terrible to work with. So just work hard, be humble, and I don't know, just don't be a dickhead.
Coke Mansion. Coke Mansion.
Beer
Coke
and
Mansion.
face.
Coke Mansion. Please like and try Coke Mansion. Coke Mansion. Coke Mansion.